Moving on to the next game. This is my favorite game of the weekend. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring involved. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be almost like an old school Big 12 fashioned scoring game. The Washington Commanders at Arizona, taking on the Cardinals. Right now, Arizona is favored, according to PFF, by a little over 3.5 points. Mike, do you have the spread on that for me?
Yeah, spread right now is Cardinals laying 3.5 at home.
Okay, okay. So it should be a good, exciting game. I do like Arizona to win. Um, I've been super, super happy, just happy to see Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray connect the way that they have. Marvin looks like he's top 10 already, and he's special. Um, Only thing about this game, I think keep an eye on Trey McBride. He had a concussion last week. Don't know if he'll go this week. Um, and then Washington, they look good, but I think it was more because of Cincinnati's woes on the defensive front. Arizona has a bad defensive front as well. Um, so they should have no problem. Washington should have no problem moving the ball downfield. Um, but I expect a shootout. I still think Arizona is going to take care of business.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough predicting how a rookie quarterback is going to do because a week ago, I would have told you I could keep playing this out, this trope of what I would have thought a week ago. But the Cardinals looked like one of the best teams after they absolutely dominated the Rams. They looked like one of the best teams in the league that week. And then you had the Commanders who were struggling against the New York Giants, who struggled out a win against the Giants. So I would have told you this is easy money on the Cardinals. Fast forward a week, and Commanders might have the hottest offense in the NFL right now. They've scored on 13 consecutive drives. I think that's right. And they're facing, as you said, a struggling defensive line here in Arizona. And so, Trey McBride, you said he was going down with a concussion. I think it's extremely rare. I don't know of any players that have been able to come back that next week when they've been officially diagnosed with a concussion. I think the teams usually err on the side of caution with that. And I think Trey McBride's going to be a huge missing piece for that offense. It's of what that Cardinals offense is able to do. I think this is going to be a very close game, and it's going to be a game that the Commanders are able to score significantly. I don't think their offense is going to slow down against another rough defensive front. I got to go with the hot hand, the hottest hand of the NFL, and I got to pick the Commanders in this one for the upset. And Jaden Daniels will feel like he's playing at home. He's back in Arizona. And also Cliff Kingsbury. It's a revenge game for him to go back to Arizona. So, there's going to be motivation across that Commanders team. Obviously, there's motivation on the Cardinals side as well. But damn, that Commanders offense looks as hot as any in the NFL right now. So I have a hard time betting against it.
I will say I refuse to believe Buda Baker will allow his secondary to do whatever the hell Cincinnati was doing last weekend. So I just want to say that.
And I think, I mean, I think with just how poorly, this Commander's defense has been. I mean, I would assume that this is going to be a big Kyler Murray on the ground, James Conner on the ground, maybe even Trey Benson on the ground, trying to expose, that Dan Quinn defense, where we're seeing a lot of the a lot of the issues being stopping the ball up front and then subsequent passing. And I think the connection with Kyler Murray and Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr., who, as you mentioned, is just coming into his own and almost a weekly. Why didn't I bet an anytime touchdown just to throw the money on it because it's happening so much? I think Arizona's gonna control the tempo of this game on the ground, and then Kyler Murray too explosive on the outside. It's always tough. I mean, Jaden Daniels has played fantastic. Most of the success we're seeing it kind of coming on the ground. Going to be interesting to see how that holds up against Arizona. I like a high scoring game, but I lean with the more experienced quarterback, with more bona fide connections that have seemed to be coming into form more than Jaden Daniels, and Terry McLaurin to this point. To this point.
All right, all right, all right.